Squad Battles is a game mode where you can make millions of coins and get some insane rewards, but you need to know how to get the max points because every point counts. Today, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to do that, and all you've got to do to say thank you is drop a like down below and subscribe. And don't forget to follow me on X. We're giving away FIFA points, FIFA copies, and even gaming monitors, all to celebrate the start of FC 26. So let's get into it. If you can't afford your favorite players and trading to them just isn't realistic, and of course you don't want to give EA your money, then Sky Coach has you covered with the most reliable and cheapest coins in FC 26, a quick and easy service. Using the link down below, you'll automatically get 10% off so you can finally buy your favorite players.
Nice.
First of all, I've played 2 games so far. We've done one on World Class where we won 7-2, and we've done one on whatever that team name is on Professional where we won 3-0. Now, the difference between these 2 games is in this one I did not concede, and to be honest, that's a big part of getting your max points. Now, I'm going to have on screen here a tick list that you need to abide by. 5 corners, 5 goals, 10 shots on target. You cannot concede, and you need to complete 100 passes. Now, if you get all of these done, you walk away with a huge boost on your points. Take this game, for example. Now, I conceded, so I did fail in that remark. I got 9 of the 10 shots on target. I completed the passes, and I completed some of the corners. Now, obviously, ticking off all of them gets you max points, and whatever percentage of you gets you a percentage of those points. Multiply it if you finish them all. Now, I conceded, took away some of the points that we would have got, but we still got 300 more points from this Squad Battles game than we usually would. Now, if I'd have finished all of them, instead of it being 1400 on the base and what I got, we would have walked away with nearly 2000 points for that game. Now, if you look at this team here, obviously it's a toughie because we do have some ridiculous players in Zidane, Garrincha, I almost said Garnacho, and Ronaldinho. Now, obviously my other game is even harder, being that we've got basically the sweatiest weekend league squad you can get. So for this one, I'm going to go for a professional. Realistically, I'm targeting maybe 15 to 1600 points on this game on the basis that we're going to try and tick all of these boxes off. But remember that if you are looking at the game modes that you are going for, it is better to go for a slightly lower game mode and tick everything than to concede loads in a higher game mode. The biggest problem I had in that World Class game is they conceded instantly, and then from the off, you're guaranteed to not get the most amount of points. But as long as you can prevent conceding, and one thing I will say that is going to aid you in this, and it is a little bit ratty, but it's the AI, so it doesn't matter. If you can go ahead and pick up a 5 at the back, ideally one like this where you've got multiple midfielders, you've got a nice attacking option, you are going to have a much better chance with staying without conceding. I did find actually just doing this once in a draft match, this is an insane formation right now. So a slight rejig of the team and a slight change in that formation, and let's make sure we don't concede. It'll be absolutely awful if I concede now. Right, there we go. Right, now, if you do want to get these passes ticked off quickly, you can take it into space and just pass between your players. Obviously, the AI, depending on what level you're doing, is not that good, so they won't be taking too much off you. Now, as for your corners, you want to be taking shots on target outside of the box, and then hopefully they'll parry them away for a corner. Similarly, you want to do that once you've got your goals. Obviously, that one there, I was trying to do a bit of both and we failed to get the goal. So obviously goals and not conceding are the most important of the 2. Those are going to have the biggest impact on your scores. Everything else is that additional boost per tick. Now, there are some objectives to get goals and I think also assists with English players. So if you can do that at the same time, then absolutely get those done. God, that was shaky. Considering it's a professional game, that was a very, very shaky goal, but we take off first. Jesus, how have they done that? So they've managed to score a goal, which obviously, once again, we have failed to keep that clean sheet. It is frustrating because they literally just walked through the team, but you know, it is what it is. I can't complain. We've conceded and I've then rescored. My lighting is gone, so I apologize for that. But the next step for me, obviously I've conceded, so we can't tick every box. Now, in order to get the most points out of this match, we want to tick every other box. So obviously you saw the minimum at the start, or the projected score was 900. Now here right now, I think we'll be looking at a little bit around that because we've conceded, but we've got a few goals. If we can hit that 5 mark, we can tick off all them corners, the passes. Obviously, unfortunately, we can't not concede now. we can get everything else ticked off. It's impossible to win a game of FIFA with a team like this. But when your coin balance is low, and so is your bank balance, how can you afford your favorite players? That's where top 1% trading comes in. The #1 premium Discord in FC26, ready to make you millions of coins again, and making your dream team a reality. They're getting far too close to scoring. I mean, it makes it a little bit better that it was just Zidane running through my team, and at least we know how good icons are this year, since I think we're all going to get a free one later. As you can see, we're holding up a bit, trying to get these English goals, because they are going to tick another box for me, at least just ticking off an objective elsewhere, which is worth doing. Like I say, if you do a full English squad in these, you are ticking away at Charlton. If you get Brazilian goals, you'll be ticking away at Corinthians. There's a few players that you can be ticking off as you go. Now, because we've conceded, we want to get the same deficit that's required, which is the 5-0. So we want to go for a 6-1 here. Jesus, they've actually subbed on Ronaldinho. Why am I getting sweated out by a professional sub squad battles? Like, what is actually going on here? Are they really trying to stop me getting a good ranking? Jesus! Oh my god, I'm actually genuinely surprised we're not another goal down. Osimhen for Rashford. God, what is going on? Are they all right? And the lighting is back, but let's have a look at the match facts here. We can check what we've actually done so far. So, in terms of our shots on target, which is obviously one of the more important ones, with our goals, we've got 5 shots on target. We've had 5 goals, makes sense. So, we need 5 more shots, double that up for the second half. In terms of our corners, which is one equally important there, we've had none. So, I really need to start shooting from outside that box. And then in our passing, at the minute, we are sat on total passes completed 41. Now, I don't know if it's passes completed or passes made, but we're going to assume it's completed. So what we're going to do at the start here is we're just going to spam passes just in an easy open place where we're not going to be pressured. We're not going to have Ronaldinho breathing down our necks too much, and we can just do this. Now, playing it around the back against squad battles is a low point, but so is conceding on professional low squad battles. So I'm not too fussed about that. We're going to try and tick off a few passes here at the start. Obviously, we are going to pass throughout the rest of the half, but it's good to just tick off like maybe even 10, 15 if you can, because it just makes it that bit easier to get those all ticked off. Now, we're 1 goal away from our target at the moment, so let's get that settled in, and then we're also going to be ticking off another one of our shots on target. We do need 5 more of those in this half at some point. There we go. That is our next goal. So we have ticked off the goals that we need. We're 4 away on our shots on target, and we would like some corners. So 5 corners. I just need to take 5 big shots. Okay, and there we go. We've taken our shot. We've got our corner. That is perfect. We've got exactly what we need from that. Every shot, we kind of want that same result. We don't really want to be going away with a goal now, because we're actually more interested in getting that corner. So if we pass that out to Spence at the back, if we got someone here who can just take a big long shot. No, we've just got Zidane getting in the way. I've got to say, he's been incredibly jarring. Even for a CPU, he's just been annoying. So if any of you get him at any point, well, I certainly don't want to be playing you guys. Let's have a look. There we go. So that's all you need. You need these big shots outside the box. That's why I was trying to ping it outside here. So that, I mean, ideally just let me have it. You know, this means more to me than it does to you. Jesus, they're really going for it. Hakimi is class as well. Shock. All of the really, really good players are really good. It's a little bit frustrating that my 2 of my squad battles teams this first week have end game. Well, I say end game based on what they say about the power curve this year. End game teams, and it's just crazy. And they're fouling me Jesus. There we go. Thank you. Another corner. We're getting these ticked off pretty quickly. Okay, right. There we go. There's another corner. We are weirdly wanting to not get goals out of our shots, but, you know, it makes sense. We're just going to check, because we can check midway through, see where we're at. So, I'm on the passing. I feel like that's one I'm a little bit wary of. Okay, passes, we're done in both senses. Shots on target, we've got. And then we just need to take a look at our corners. Okay, so corners, we're 1 away on the corners. Right, that's brilliant. So, I think, right, if we could just keep possession, we'd have had it there. Right, there we go. This is it. We're going to get a corner. Weird thing to just be praying for. I feel like I'm on Bet365. Give me that last corner. Now, we've walked away from this one with 1,186 points. Now, it's not amazing. Obviously, the difficulty bonus is 1, so you've not really got anything for the difficulty bonus. 300 for the goals, 416 for the skill, match result, match complete. Now, we've missed out on bits there because we've conceded, which is a little bit gutting. So we've taken away a lot from that score. But when you compare it to that other professional, you can see, you know, that one there, I haven't conceded, but we haven't scored as many goals. So in between those two, there's 150 points. Difference is, if we'd have not conceded that one goal, this would have been about 1,300, which is gutting. You can see exactly what you need to do. You need to subscribe as well, because this video took a lot of effort to make. It actually corrupted the first time, so this is the second time I've done it. And I'll see you in the next one.